Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Realms of Awakened Essence, Season 7, Episode 1, Fate of the Frostwalkers, Part 1. I am your DM for today's game, Patrick Kenny. And joining us on our cast today are... Hold on.
Am I going first?
Go ahead.
Okay. Hello, it's me. I'm known as Gearbox commonly, but I'm also known as my other characters that I play as for this game. I play as Oldwin, the Dragonborn, Mage Hand, his magical talking hand thing, and also Alex, is the wolf person, now werewolf.
And who else do we have?
Who's next?
Hello, I am Trisha. I was your previous DM. I am now gone back to the humble position of player, and I play the tiefling sorceress Aya.
And who is the tiny little goblin creature jumping up and down with their hands waving? And standing behind them is who?
My name is Leilana. Welcome.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, with our introductions out of the way, we are going to jump into our game a little bit differently today. We are going to actually do a pre-lead-in, and we're going to start with just a little bit of something different. We're going to be standing on the starting student screen, but we're going to be leading in, so turn off that. Alright, so you guys are on the ship. We haven't come up with a name for the ship, have we? But Drac is at the controls, and he sees this bluish kind of planet surrounded with rings. Icy rings. He says, I'm receiving an incoming signal, a transmission of some kind. Shall I bring it up on the main viewer? By the way, where's everyone on the ship so I know?
Oldwin is just kind of just sitting there in a chair and finally just peacefully playing his music. Trying not to play too hard though, because the thunder loop may fire a lightning bolt across the room.
Alright.
So he's just daintily playing music. While Alex, in his were form, he's just kind of tapping his claw on something, making, that classic kind of annoying tapping noise on something.
He's probably sitting at the tactical station.
Maybe.
Or a science station, maybe. Where's Aya?
Aya has gone to find one of the many bedrooms, and so she's currently asleep because she has had a rough.
Yeah, she's in the.
Few days.
All right, so we're gonna kind of cut to Aya in the bedroom as this little robot floats up to you, like alongside. You're sleeping, and says, it just reaches out with a little arm. Good morning, Aya. It is 17:01 a.m. Earth time. It is time for your checkup.
My checkup?
Also, the captain requires you on the bridge after your checkup. According to my readings, your hyperbolic levels are at extreme readings. I suggest more bed rest, and possibly some tea. I will go and brew some tea for you now. Goes over to the replicator. Tea, hot. Herbal.
Aya just kind of leans over, kind of blinking the sleep out of her eyes. Okay.
And the robot floats over with a mug of hot herbal mint tea.
Oh.
You can join me in the medical bay when you are ready. You see floats away.
right.
Where is not Lady Mary, sorry, Leilana and Moogie right now? I believe they were in the brig arguing.
They are in the lower deck of the ship arguing furiously, and Moogie is not happy.
Everyone can hear
Alright.
it. It's across the ship.
Oh yeah, they can hear it. They can hear because he's
Just
punching walls, he's slamming his fists, he's screaming
What
at
did I
her.
tell you? I'm doing a second
Yep. So
Can,
You just-
can we hear a bit of this
you just hear
argument?
some like banging through the vents and stuff like that, and like some awkward shouts from like through the ductwork of the ship.
Look here, I'm meteor at Fort Nickelbone. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Moogie, calm down. You're getting too angry and hyped up.
The mage hand just goes.
No, I will not calm down. You're a stupid girl.
The mage hand just goes. Oh great! The
And you hear a
little
loud,
goblin.
you hear a loud echo through the vent.
Oh, it looks like
Slap
You
you.
hit me!
it looks like
You
the little.
hit me! Ah!
The mage hand just goes. It looks like the little gremlin got a freaking slap. I would have done it if he didn't shut up.
Here's this the slap and the really loud. Oh, at least the day isn't a total loss.
We won.
You hear the whistling of the captain's comm over the PA. Attention all crew members, please report to the bridge. We are arriving.
Oh man.
Okay.
Come along, Moogie.
Aldwin just starts walking there, and Alex is probably either already there at this point or just kind of walks in.
As you're walking down the hall, the door to the
Brig.
brig area opens up, and you see Moogie walk out holding his face, a big old red mark the size of Leila's hand on his right cheek.
Mage hand just looks at it and just Mage hand starts
He's
pointing.
grumbling really angrily.
Mage hand points and goes, ah! Ha ha! Bitch!
Aya comes out of her Aya comes out of her room, sees this. Did you get slapped by your sister?
She'll get hers later, don't you worry about that.
It's just like the hand, like this freaking magic
Don't.
mage hand just pointing at you, laughing.
Don't hurt her. Remember, she's my sister too. I have words for her also.
Like the mage hand's like, I can't breathe. The mage hand's like,
Yeah,
I may have no lungs, but I can't breathe. It's too funny.
Floating out of the crew quarters is Freddy Bot, just floats quickly past you and says, to the bridge, whee!
The mage hand's like, God, that thing startles me.
Every time, I know. And
The
Aya
mage
will,
hand's like, I'm not even afraid of it, but like, it scares the shit out of me. okay,
Excuse me.
what Leilana and Moogie both see is Aya has a cup of tea that she's holding in her right
And-
hand.
And the
she's quietly
scent,
sipping it.
the scent of mint is wafting through the air.
That smells pleasant. Unlike Moogie's backside that hasn't been washed.
Just old one's like, okay, let's get in the bridge before like anything else happens. He just
So
says,
as all of you walk up to the bridge and the doors open to the bridge, the glass doors, Track is standing there, and there's a like instead of the view monitor, you just see like this blue planet zoomed in on the main viewer, and you see a ship, two of them that have just entered in front of our ship, and they look like giant crystalline spikes.
Mage hand just goes, great, a blueberry.
Not a blueberry.
Blue? Mary?
It's a giant blueberry. I know it's not blueberry. Don't tell me
Let's
down.
go, Jack, let's go.
We can't. There seems to be a blockade, he says. They won't let us enter the planet's surface.
Alex is like, that's obvious.
Drax still
course
don't know how to
they will.
listen to Goblin. I said, what? Go. As in, what happening? What do?
Apparently we're entering a territory that's currently under the control of these people and the squeak goes, audio only. This is the Chrysalis. You will not proceed any further into this territory controlled by the Chrysalis Empire. Trespassers will be destroyed, shot down, and executed for their crimes.
That's a little harsh. Oldwood just says in the background.
You have 30 seconds before we open fire. And you just hear dee
Mage Hand just goes, how about no?
Dracathio, allow me to handle this, will you?
He goes
not
over.
going-
He goes over to the comms and he says, "I've tried to hail them, but they're not responding. They just constantly send that message back to us on a loop."
Just hail them one more time and put me on the view screen instead. I'll take care of this.
Channel open.
Oh, says Aya, quietly sipping her tea.
Go ahead.
Well, hello there, you beautiful monsters, you.
Mage Hand just in the background.
It's audio.
I-
They can't see. You don't see them, but they can see you. It's audio
I
only
and
on
my
your end.
companions are on a sacred pilgrimage to this planet. Would you deny us our heritage? After all, those big, beautiful crystalline ships of yours, they mesmerize me. Perhaps you could give me a tour?
Background, Oldwood just
Roll
goes like,
persuasion for me.
Thank you. I, was gonna do the exact
I need
same
to pull
thing.
up her character. Hold on.
Oldwood in the background, just like, if he could sweat, he is sweating. Just like, it's like, I'm
Alright.
uncomfortable now. And Mage Hand is just like, shut!
Okay. Wouldn't this be a charisma roll?
No, it's a persuasion because you're trying to persuade them that you're. Well, I'd either take persuasion or deception, because you are lying.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do deception because I have a +9 in that.
Okay, go ahead.
What did you get?
Here.
I rolled a 19!
They say.
Oh.
They say. You just hear the crackling. Stand by.
Stand by, I need to go get something.
She just looks at Drac.
Crackling over the comms, it says, "This is the High Chancellor of the Chrysalis Fleet. We will permit you access to the planet, but we will be sending an escort with you. Anything,
Oh, and-
any funny business, and you will be destroyed.
And-
Diverting from the predetermined flight path will result in your termination. Do we have an
Oh.
agreement?"
Thank you so very much, darling. Yes, we have a wonderful agreement. Do send your escort right away, will you?
And then you hear on the ship, "Intruder alert." And right next to Drac appears this crystalline beast, like humanoid-looking crystalline creature, and it just before any of you can react, they just shove their like crystalline spiked fist into Drac's chest, and they pull it out and dematerialize.
What the?
Mage Hand's like, what the? What?
And that's where we're gonna
I'm-
do our opening intro.
And Alex just lets out a loud growl.
De tangsta ut dem meka sledi mehe bogdats gimawe tabi umbuke yori kat niki yulga buniknik salbo hobor nori ble shikog esmeti bestu Fopa. Wa metti Amtu Shaba. O Katrim Nunu. Suda Krekinib.
From the studies of the Wayfinder, a rough translation. 50 years since 12 Stone. Them that brought pain, them that brought fear, enslaved us, killed us, made us work, took freedom, gave only pain. Now we live and serve. Ice no longer friend. Not now, not ever. Ice only hate, ice only kill. We fight and die more. I'm not sure more is the correct. It is correct. Regardless, my time is short. I must go. Farewell. Yours truly, Wayfinder Anselm Moran.
So as our players are witness this tragic event of their captain Drac being skewered in the chest by a chrysalis entity, the ship pitches forward and is now in an uncontrolled spiral towards the surface below of the planet.
Okay, this is not good.
The devil was that for?
I have no idea. Someone, quick! We need to get straighten out the ship. And
We need to
make sure
pull
we
the
don't
damn
crash.
ship up. Alex just goes, I know! And he just grabs Drax's body, moves out the way, and grabs the controls.
Force
I don't
field
know.
is
He
at
must be somewhere
25%
near the
strength.
charging station or something.
Just say
Autopilot.
listen to the audio.
I can't hear
Re-entry
it.
imminent. Re-entry imminent.
Force
Override
field is at 25%.
Override failure. Force field at 25%. As there's this loud shaking on the ship as they're pelting you with these like ice shards.
Okay, bad, this is bad, everything's bad.
Force field
They're
is
just
at
like,
25% strength.
get a hold of yourself!
Clink enters the room and says, "What's going on here?"
We have a
Clink.
problem!
They're shooting us down, even though I convinced them that we're on a pilgrimage. Get
Well, they
this
said-
thing running.
They said
Computer,
not to go
initiate
off
emergency
board.
computer, initiate emergency landing sequence. Target the closest settlement. Prepare for emergency landing. Everyone strap in.
Oh god!
Not this again.
Just locks in. Alex just digs his claws into the nearest, like, thing.
AM comes into a seat and buckles.
Like,
And-
Alex
oh,
can't figure a way to fit himself in. He's too big.
Lalana also does that, but Mookie's kind of like against the wall.
The ship's pitching
doesn't
forward
care.
as Drax's body just rolls across the deck, blood smearing across the deck.
Why
Don't!
the hell would they stab him?
I don't know!
I'm
Amazing.
thinking out loud. Calm down.
Although it's
Impact
like,
in 25 meters. As you've now entered atmosphere and you see the burning flames on the front of the ship.
Everyone, brace for impact.
Impact in
Anything?
20 meters. And you see
Alright.
approaching up ahead, like this, like, what looks like a mining settlement of, like, wooden stone houses and windswept, Arctic tundra. But it's all ice sheet, covered in ice. And you see a mountain off in the side with, like, these mining drills and stuff nearby. And a giant chrysalis ship parked off in the distance.
Okay, are we rolling anything?
this is a problem.
I need everyone to roll a dexterity saving throw as the ship's going to be pelted by another crystal.
Okay.
Damn it.
Oh boy. This is gonna hurt. Ow!
Oh,
Ow,
yeah, that's
ow.
gonna hurt Lilana.
That's gonna hurt.
All right.
Don't forget
Alex,
to
you
roll for
fool.
Moogie too.
Oh, wait, it was that
Yeah,
Oldwin or
I'm
Alex?
gonna roll for Moogie.
What did
That was
everyone
old.
get? so
I
far?
rolled a 4 total for Lilana. Let me pull up
Okay.
Moogie's character real quick.
Oldwin got a 15. Alex got 11.
Oh, by the way, I had a 4.
Moogie roll. Oh wow! Good job, Moogie. He rolled a total of 18.
Nice.
Nice, nice. I like
Oldwin,
it. I like
Oldwin
it.
rolled a 15. Alex rolled a 11.
All right.
Because
So
he has
Alex,
a +2 in his
Alex,
dex, though.
Aldwin, and Moogie succeed. Everyone else who got lower than a 10 is going to be kind of jostled about. Anyone else need to still roll or no? That's it?
Mage Hand is immune to gravity.
True. So,
Yep.
the ship is now going to slam into the ground as the, this, like, crystal, like, shard just goes straight through the side of the cockpit and smashes through the main viewer. Anyone who's sitting at the main controls right now, the helm.
I believe Clink is.
Clink is now, partially impacted by the...
Is he
Uh,
impaled?
Partially.
It just,
Error.
whoa!
Error. Critical damage. Ooh.
Okay, we lost 2 people! Mage Hand just shouts. This is done!
Everyone okay besides Drac?
And Freddy Bot just floats around into, like, floating through the ship as the ship's, kind of, like, shaking and violently, like, skidding across the ground into a, up to a ravine. And the ship comes to rest quietly, but you hear a lot of creaking and groaning. And Freddy Bot just floats around the corner and says, medical emergency, medical emergency, medical emergency. And then just...
No! Mage Hand just shouts.
And then he floats over to Drac and says, oh no. We need to get this one to the medical bay immediately. This is urgent.
Go!
Life
Do
signs are
it!
failing. I cannot move the body.
Whoa.
Okay, someone stronger than some of us needs to move Drac's body, like, now.
I'll do it.
Please be careful, as his vitals are currently unstable. And you just see the vitals read out on his chest. And they're they're starting to flatline.
You're the help, Lilana.
What's Leilana doing? She needs to roll a strength check if she's gonna lift.
No, she's not asking her for that kind of help.
Okay.
Moogie, I'm sorry, but those old powers of mine have been removed. I'm no longer a Blackwing. What? When? I'll tell you later, but perhaps Aya could help you.
Me?
Okay.
Life signs failing.
You are a tiefling after all.
How am I supposed to help Moogie?
Just simply touch him and let him transform. That's all you need to do.
Alright, so she unbuckles. walks
You
up
just
to
hear it.
Moogie.
I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw because the ship is teetering on the edge of the ravine.
Oh, lovely, thank you.
Come on, high roll, high roll, high roll, high roll.
I had a 12 altogether.
The
I
ship-
don't have a high dex save.
The ship as you unbuckle, you just hear groaning and creaking. You get up slowly, and the ship starts to pitch forward as you step forward.
Oldwin says while pointing.
Okay. One by one, everyone, get out of the seat and go toward the back of the ship.
Oldwin.
Slowly.
Alex is just like, I'm not even in a seat, he says.
Then crawl, dummy.
Ugh. He says while unhinging his claw from a wall.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to touch you, Moogie, and then I'm going to go to the back of the ship.
Okay,
All right.
hurry.
Touch.
All right.
And immediately, before anyone can blink, Moogie transforms into his demon form. Except there's a little change. Instead of him being blue-skinned, he's now white-skinned.
Okay.
Cool.
And there's creaking and groaning as the ship pitches forward and falls into the ravine.
Oh God! Sorry, I made the noise.
Moogie's gonna grab Drax's body and dig his claws into the floor.
The ship's bouncing and kind of like tumbling down into the ravine. It comes to slamming nose first into the dirt, right next to a like a open cave, and this like creature is standing off in the distance, just kind of watching with a backpack on his shoulders. It's like a leather backpack. And he just sees the ship come down and crash into the dirt, ice and soot spraying up, and the entire front of the ship has been crumpled inward. But the what is it? The cockpit has like a couple like ice sheets sticking into the interior. The entire main floor is offline, and you just hear crackling on alarms and red alert and stuff like that blaring around you.
That was annoying. Let's get him to the medical bay.
Ugh.
You just hear over the PA system. Main power is failing. Life support failure in 1 hour, 30 minutes.
Great.
This is pleasant, Alex just says.
I see a reoccurring theme developing. Damn it.
This ship it really likes to crash, doesn't it? He just says.
You have no idea.
I haven't been a ship that crashes this often since, well... I don't know. I can't put my finger on it right now. I'm kind of trying to fight death.
Thank you, Fraz, for that follow. We are now at 50 followers.
Poggers!
Yep. Thank you so much. With that, I'm going to give, with that achievement out of the way, I'm going to give everyone an inspiration point. That's a reward.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
Already.
And, oh, it's, Parzival. Parzival, thank you for letting me know that. I was just going by your username, but thank you for letting me know. Alright, so, we are, on the ship. The ship is kind of stuck in the ground, nose first. And, coming, kind of like, you hear clawing, like a clawing sound through the, front of the view monitor. And it sounds like someone's trying to dig into the into the snow.
And what is that? Alex just says.
I don't know.
Ugh.
But regardless, just leave it alone. Let's get him back to the medical wing.
He's gonna carry Drax towards the medical wing.
Yep. You carry Drac to the medical wing, climbing and like you're gonna have to climb upward because the ship's like vertical, kind of like at a 98-degree angle. And so you're climbing over bulkheads and stuff like that to get up to the medical wing. And you get into the medical wing and you lie him on like I guess the floor because the medical bed can't hold him because it's like at a 90-degree angle.
Unless you knock it down and put it against the wall. The floor wall.
Do you want to do that?
It'd be easier to just lay him on the floor.
Okay, and Freddy sets to work kind of like scanning him and he says, his vitals are very unstable. I will administer some medication. Step back. And you just see like 2 of his arms come out and then he just like injects needles into like part of near his wound and it starts to slowly close up, but there is a lot of blood loss and Freddy says, unfortunately he has lost too much dwarven blood. We need to find either a person who is willing to perform a transfusion or he will die.
I got this. Hook us up.
Are you sure your blood is incompatible with his? Yours is OC771. His is C672114.
I'm a demon at this point. It doesn't matter. He'll survive. Just hook us up.
It is
Or else
ill-advised
I'll...
to perform this action against medical recommendations.
D-
If you wish
as-
to
as a
proceed,
character,
please enter
There is no
authorization
one else
code.
here who could possibly have enough blood, enough strength to get him back on his feet. Just
Alex just-
do it.
Alex climbs his way in, just like, okay, what's going? Ah, God, this is a hard climb. I never climbed this much. Reaches this whole falling over.
I need an authorization code, says Freddy, in order to perform this operation.
Alex just goes,
Mookie
"What's
is
going
gonna
on?"
extend his claws and just ever so gently run the claw along the bot's underjaw. This is your authorization. Continue
Alex-
ignoring me and I will gut you.
Alex goes, whoa, 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 what's going on? I feel like it's being ignored here.
Roll a intimidation check on Freddy.
I love how
Okay.
wild Alex
Wait,
has
wait,
appeared.
wait. What?
You have to roll an intimidation check on Freddy. Mag's doing that.
I'm just here.
What
I'm
is
trying
your-
to-
Alex was trying to
That's a
say
bit-
stuff.
That's
ahead,
a 15?
Alex just climbs his way in and says, what's going on? How is there more racket than there already is?
We're trying to save Drac. He's
Yes?
bleeding out.
I see that.
The bot,
And-
the bot just quivers and says, "I'll perform the operation against medical advice. Please
Whoa,
step
whoa, whoa,
back."
whoa, whoa. Like he goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. He puts his hands up. Okay. Okay. He puts his hands on his face. Okay, let me assume he's bleeding out, need a blood transfusion, and what? He looks at frickin' Freddy.
We don't have any other dwarven blood here, unfortunately.
We don't have Dwarven blood, but I know blood that does work.
Well, then what do you suggest?
Well, maybe the crystal can do something, or you can use my blood. Of
Is
course.
your blood compatible with his?
Werewolf.
Analyzing, and you just see like a beam of energy shoot out and scan you.
He just goes, well, I didn't die from putting werewolf blood inside of me, so I don't think it's not compatible. If it was not compatible, I would have died.
Blood type has some anomalies, but may be suitable. The
Yes.
transfusion will be commencing momentarily. Please show me your arm.
Alex just puts his arm out.
And you see the bot go over, scan it, with like a little beam of energy, and it kind of like cuts away a lot of the fur to reveal the skin layer underneath. And then you just see a little needle go. It's a little bit of a thick needle, and it just jabs into your arm really quickly, and you just see a vial just slowly fill up with your blood.
Okay, that hurts a little bit. Ugh. His cold kind of clenches a little bit.
And then you just see a tube shoot out of the back into Drax's neck, and it is now going to be pumping your blood into him, and says the process will take about 5 minutes. Please
Okay,
remain
then.
calm and sit still.
I'll sit still, he says, while just putting one hand like under his chin and just resting his head on his hand, just like.
Meanwhile, you hear like something clawing up the way up into the ship, and you just hear a voice. Mag, if you'd like to do the voice of our NPC,
Which one?
the one that we created,
You mean Gifley?
Gifley. Yep.
Hello? Anyone in here? Hello?
Who's that?
Aya will go toward the sound of the voice.
Alduin's like, okay, someone's here, that's good. Rachel's like, oh great, more people! We just need more to this
I'm
merry
also gonna
band!
go find out what that is.
I think
or
we're
who
all
that
going
is.
to. Alduin's like, I'm
Mookie, you stay here and protect Drac.
Don't worry. If something happens, I'll be right here.
You just so who's going out into the hallway or peering around the corner?
Well, Lana, Aya, and
pretty much
Alwyn?
everyone. Yeah, pretty much everyone.
Everyone who's not incapacitated. Okay, got it.
Everyone that isn't Moogie and
or
Drac.
Alex.
So as
Because
you
Alex
round the
carrying blood.
all right, as you round the corner, you see what looks like and I have a picture of it.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen Gifley's picture yet.
Hold on, I need to go to DM notes, NPCs. Hold Actually, I don't have a picture of like him as what he is, but there is a pic. Basically, think of it like a yeti, like a snow yeti,
Okay.
but like kind of big, burly, and like a little muscular around the top, but like kind of like a bulging
Kinda-
belly.
That's what
because-
Yetis
Oh, is
are.
it that one that you posted in there?
Yeah, a little bit. Yep. And he's climbing up the hallway, and he says, "I saw." Well, I'll let you, Meg, go do it because you're better at this.
I saw this thing fall to the ground. Is anyone here? Hello?
And you see these creatures like kind of like peer around.
chaos.
Yes.
Alden goes, okay, there's
oh, you are hairless things.
Mage Hand.
Yes.
Mage Hand just
I
goes,
am-
who the hell? Mage Hand says, what
Hush!
pointing?
Hush!
Do
Mage
do you need help?
Yes. I think so. We do need help, right, Leilana?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
Where are we?
That was my
Oh.
next question.
You are on Glacia, the ice planet.
Sia?
Are you off-worlders too?
What do you need to?
I am not from this world. I am from a different ice world. I am a pilgrim here.
What a coinkydink, so are we. I think.
There's more creaking of the ship as it kind of groans.
Okay. Oh, Alden goes, okay, yeah, we still got problems.
I fear if I move too much farther in, my weight will cause this vessel to collapse even more. Are there any wounded here?
Yes,
Yeah.
our captain, Drac, was stabbed by the crystalline people.
I think.
Oh no, not them, not them. They evil. Did you get shot out of sky?
Pretty much.
Yes, we were.
Oh, you in bad place then. You in very bad place.
Mage Hand goes, of course we're in a bad place. We're always in a bad place. This happens to us
Mage
every
hand,
time.
and we'll reach over and go, Mage hand, shut it, and put our hand over Mage hand's.
No, I don't have a mouth, he says.
You just put your hand up to like his fate, like what the hand's palm would be.
I have some medical supplies. I'm not sure if it will help though.
And we'll turn around, peek back in.
The transfusion's going as expected, and you
It's
can
going
see the
as well as it can go.
and you see the vitals like slowly like stabilizing, and then I need you to roll a perception check.
Okay. Perception?
Yes, please.
Okay.
She's very proficient in perception.
Yes, she is. Let's see. That is a 9. Oh wait. That is a 19. Roll a 19. Plus 7. That is a 26.
You notice that one of the readouts looks a little off, and it's the brainwave pattern, and you automatically can tell, even though this transfusion is happening, Drac is in a coma.
Damn.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Drac's in a coma.
What?
Say to the,
Fre-
well,
Freddy-
I say that loud enough for both sides to hear me.
And Freddy says, "Unfortunately, I cannot stop the process. Doing so may be against medical practice."
Alex,
He in great sleep?
yes, great
he's-
sleep.
Great sleep. Will not wake up, even though we're doing something about blood loss.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have way of helping. Here, as he tosses his satchel to you.
It
Wait,
kind of rolls onto the deck next to Drax's body.
Oh, nice.
Aya will pick it up. She's gonna look in it.
What does he
What's that?
find?
Take
Fine.
shiny shard.
Shiny shard. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. Did she find the
Fine.
shiny shard?
It looks like a white kind of like piece of like ice,
Okay.
But it's
But-
like translucently white.
and it's glowing
You-
slightly.
You can see through it.
And it,
Is this in it? She
Yes,
her hands-
that's it. That essence shard. Give to him.
Right.
How do we give to him?
Lay on chest.
Lay on chest. Easy.
And so she lays it on Drax's chest.
and his body is now slowly being covered in like this crystalline kind of like webbing ice,
Right.
and you just see Freddy retract his transfusion like umbilical, and it says, "His life signs are stabilizing, but he is still in a coma. This will be able to sustain him during the time while life support is offline. But it will
Which
not
means-
last for very long. I estimate 3 days."
Alex is like, can I have the needle removed from my arm now?
And you just see like a bandage like materialize around like over the wound.
So we still need someone to fix the ship. If we're
Do
getting
you
all-
have?
Is it even worth fixing this ship? Alex just says it keeps getting broken.
I am not an engineer. I am only a medical
I-
bot.
I know
Yes.
you're not an engineer, Eddie. Do you have any robots or anything like that that are engineers?
I am the only robot on board.
Damn.
You need help fixing ship, right?
Yes, we need help fixing ship.
I know friend who can help.
Okay.
And you just hear over the PA, "Life support failure in 1 hour."
Oh, jeez.
Come. I take you underground, away from cold. Go to friend.
I look at Eddie. Is there anything that you could do to mitigate the life support going out in an hour?
Unfortunately, I do not have access to the main engineering bay, as that requires the captain's authorization.
And since
Or
the
we can just break the door open.
That is ill-advised.
Well, this is a life or death situation. I know you're a robot and you don't know life or death, but it's kind of required for living.
I am a medical bot. Of course I know life and death situations.
Regardless, he needs to be taken care of. I'm going to get the door open.
And I
Okay.
guess you proceed to the engine room.
Yep.
Alright, you proceed to the engine room. I need you to roll a strength check to pry open the door. As the blast doors are down.
Uh-oh. I don't like that laugh. Why
That
do you
laugh
do
is
that
never
laugh?
good.
Yeah, that laugh is never good.
Dirty 20.
Alright. You manage to dig your hands into the part of the blast door near the seams, and you pry it up, and you just hear alarms going off, and it says, you just hear like alarms belling. It says, "Entry unauthorized. Entry unauthorized."
Oh, shut up. Dracasio's wounded.
As two of these like little drones pop out of the ceiling, point at you with small little turrets, and say, "Intruder detected. Sabotage detected." And then they start pelting you with like laser fire. You should roll a dexterity saving throw. You are now in combat with the ship.
The literal ship. The ship itself. We're fighting the ship itself.
Oh, that's only a 5. Damn it.
Alright, you're gonna take 1d6.
Sorry, Mag. I'm afraid I can't do that.
3 damage.
Okay. Time for Leilana to step into this.
Oh, jeez.
By the way, who is designated as the second or first officer in the ship?
I think that would probably be Moogie.
Alright. Well, Moogie, you have, if you remember Drac gave you something important that in the event he's ever incapacitated, you can use.
I forget what it is.
Uh-oh.
Furious typing engages.
Furious typing engages.
Check your DMs.
I mean, it popped up for me, but
Mhm.
I don't remember what those are, though.
Uh,
That name.
Mhm.
Stand down. Command code override. Alpha Baker 7, you moron.
The Alpha Baker bakes.
Beep. Authorization key accepted. Standing down. Commander. Mookie.
Oh, thank God.
Emergency
Open the
situation.
door.
Acknowledged. A blast of cold air rushes it to face you. The engine is not even there. It's lying on the other side, like six meters away, in like another part of the, like above you. You can see the engine part dangling from like this ice sheet shelf. As the ship came down, it separated the engine from the rest of the ship.
Well, that's inconvenient. Um, Leilana, you may want to come look at this.
What the? Oh my god. Well,
Wait a
no
minute.
wonder this is useless.
What's happening? Says
This engine room is gone. The engine is over there.
Aldwin and Alex
Point,
look
as
at.
you
Oh!
point up, and you see the engine kind of like teetering on like an ice sheet.
That's not how that works. Alex is like, well, that's from my years of engineering. That's not where engines go. This is gonna be harder.
Come
than
here, bot.
Freddy just rounds the corner. Oh dear.
All right. You be very careful. Fly up there, find the materials you need, and get back down here.
Alex
We're
just-
going to go with that Yeti-looking thing and see what he can do.
Alex just goes, there can't be 1 or 2 robots on this damn ship. There's gotta be more.
Well, technically there are 2. There's Clink, but he's incapacitated.
Yes, but I mean, there's gotta be like.
Freddy swivels around as he's floating up and says, "Clink is offline."
Unfortunately, he got skewered by ice.
Not
Someone-
very much.
Someone will need to bring him to my medical ward once I am done here. As he
Okay.
floats up to the engine and he says, he's like gonna like fly around inside the engine, and he's gonna have to roll a dexterity check.
Alex just goes, okay. The
I'm going to
second,
step away for just a moment. I must need a bathroom break.
Freddy Bot is basically going to struggle to get inside the engine to examine the damage.
Alex is gonna be like, okay. The second mission, the sub-mission I'm personally gonna have is finding a robot that can help a lot better than what this is. He says while just going, ah! Ugh, he just big face palm.
All right. And what are you doing? As you're just kind of like looking up at the engine, Freddy's just floating up into the engine, like
okay,
wreckage.
so we've got to go with Yeti boy back there, right? Is that what we're deciding?
you don't know his name, But he's-
Yeti boy.
and
I
they-
said Yeti boy. I didn't say what his name was.
yeah, he nods and says, "I will lead you to the shelter, but you may note that this world is not as hospitable as it seems.
Okay, fun.
Do you have
Alright.
any form of life suit or armor?"
Alex just goes, well, I have fur covering my body everywhere.
Who's
And it
speaking?
Fur's back.
Yeti. He's basically saying to the people, "Do you have life suits?" Because the atmosphere here is not hospitable to your kind.
Yes, you will definitely need some kind of covering.
Wait. Alex just goes, Crystal! The crystal just pops up. Okay, I was wondering where you are. Well, the crystal can do this. He says, well, the crystal makes a armored coating around it, around himself. It's like, well, I can do this, but it's very brittle. He says, well, punching a wall, and as soon as he does, the entire shard armor pretty much just breaks. Very, very weak, but it can keep me warm, I think. Anyways, I have fur.
Freddy floats down from the engine and he says, I believe it will be able to be repaired, but we need to put the engine back in it with the ship.
Yes.
Right.
Well,
For now, we have to go and see see his friend about getting us help with that.
I strongly recommend life suits. They are located
Yeah,
on
I'll
deck
be
2.
fine.
Alex is like, I'm probably fine. Anyways, I couldn't put a suit on if I wanted. The only thing I have left is this gas mask, and I can't put it on.
I believe I'll be fine. I don't feel the cold.
And I have.
Why is my skin white?
I don't
I
know.
think that's a product of me, Loogie, and I'm so sorry about that.
It's
Alex,
fine. I like it.
I'm glad you do. I am going to take one of those life suits because I don't have
Yeah.
any way of protecting myself.
Aldwin is just like, can I put it on? He says, we're trying to put it on. I think. I believe.
Hey, you're a tiefling.
Yes.
You have a fire aura, don't you?
Blink, blink, blink. Do you know what's happened to me within the last, several months? My brain has turned to goulash.
Well, why don't you just use your aura? It should keep you warm.
Okay.
And then Freddy says atmosphere is combined of 17% nitrous oxide, 81% hydrogen cobalt, and 22% oxygen, with other trace elements that may be toxic to your kind.
Alex just goes, well, the cold part is fine. I can probably survive. I'm literally a wolf, and I'm a werewolf. I'm even extra fluffy. And no, do not pet me, I swear. Alex just slowly.
Okay. Well, so
It's like,
I can keep warm, but that's not going to stop from the atmosphere trying to kill me.
well, I think my gas mask can still fit. I'm just gonna look really weird, he says. A void mask can do a lot of things for you.
I don't think it'll bother me. Not in this form, anyway. But
Yeah.
perhaps underground is different. Oh, yes. Underground is much different. Temperature not as cold, and air is cleaner.
Okay.
As long as we're not in this atmosphere for very long, I think we should go underground.
Although it's like I'm putting the
As
stuff
the
on.
wind is buffeting you because you're exposed to the elements right now.
Can we please get going? It's getting cold.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
keep
this way,
going.
this way.
Alex just like, if I need my gas mask, I'll go.
Oh, who has my satchel? I need it back.
Oh, I've got it, and as a walks back, picks it up.
Thank you. Many treasures from father I have in here.
Ah.
And you just
Okay.
as you guys are walking through the snow in this cavernous kind of canyon above you, you just it's kind of like this walk and talk moment as you see overhead kind of drones flying overhead searching for something, but you don't know what.
Ah. Damn ships. Scared the daylights out of me.
The people here are in great trouble. They have been for many years.
I see.
They are like me, but they only have one eye and no horns.
Only
Okay.
one eye?
Yes,
Isaiah?
they have been enslaved by the Chrysalis people. Probably the ones that shot you down. I have been here for many years, so... no. I think they're in your room.
All right, I'm here.
Sorry, my mother was talking to me.
No,
But-
you're fine.
That's okay.
For the last 50 years, they've been enslaved, possibly longer. My father was trying to help them, but he got nowhere. I've been looking for his journals, and so far I've only found one piece of parchment here and there. Nothing substantial. I'm afraid.
Okay. So, let's recap of what just happened to us. We were flying towards this planet. We got attacked by these crystalline people. We crash landed. Drac is unconscious. Clink is not functioning. And we're following this individual to a friend. Am I getting this right?
Yes.
Okay, in for a penny, in for a pound.
What's wrong?
Just. Oh, this is AF. Just kind of sighing heavily.
Oh.
Big
Going.
sigh.
A big sigh, kind of going, oh, Lord, here we go again.
This cave leads to old mining tunnels. Poor Frostwalkers. They've been digging these tunnels for years. This one is old and unused. They will not notice us here.
Okay.
As you enter the cavern, the mouth of this cave, you can see like a mine cart, kind of like wooden old mine cart with some rails and some boxes and some piles of
Piles of ore laying about that were forgotten. The rails are kind of warped and bent by time.
Yep.
Wow.
And over in the corner you see a huddled mass covered
What is
in
that?
snow. Would anyone like to go investigate it?
Who would like to go investigate it?
Aldwin's like, what is that? Magician's like, go check! Like, no, and it's like, fine, if you're not, I'm going to.
I'll also go have a look.
3 people kind of surround this thing.
Alright. Roll me perception or investigation check. Well, actually, investigation, actually. Sure.
No.
You know what it's there. You know it's there, but yeah, you need to investigate it.
That's a floor dice.
Oh, I love
Alright.
Ford.
Come
Oh,
back
yeah.
here.
Alex rolled a 5.
You just think it's just a covered snow, pile of snow.
Oh, that is a 16 for me total.
Alright. This is Drac or not Drac, sorry.
Moogie.
Moogie's looking at it, and Moogie says, "That's not snow. It's something's under there." As she dust away the
It's fur.
What?
And a lot of it. It's white.
Is it living?
Wait,
Alex, like I should have said.
you, big guy. Yes? Is that one of the Frostwalkers? Dead? I'm afraid so.
as you uncover a skull that's been sitting there for like a couple decades.
Those that die from working in the mines, their bodies are carried away and hidden in old tunnels and broken down mines that no longer work and left to rot.
Well,
It's
that's...
a sad thing.
Okay, that angers me a little bit.
And
Well,
who's you? How do you think I feel about it? These innocent creatures?
Aya kind of looks down at this and goes, "This is wrong. What? Why are the crystal people doing this?"
I'll tell you why.
Brother.
He reaches into his bag and pulls out another shard. Oh, this one's a little smaller.
Mhm.
Tell me what you think this really is. As he holds it up to her. Well, down to her, because she's shorter than he is.
Yeah. How tall is he?
He's like
8
borderline 17 feet tall.
Yeah, she's
Yep.
5'3".
feet.
Yeah, so he has to squat and then bend down and hold it in front of her face.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, so what is it that he's attempting?
He's
to do?
holding a translucent, white-looking ice shard that has a slight glow to it.
Okay.
Roll me
What do you-
a history check.
A history check?
Yes,
Yep,
please.
a history
I-
check.
That is not one of Aya's. Well, no, actually, it is one of Aya's strong suits.
Banana. Alright, give me
Banana.
1 second.
And that is a dirty 20 before you skivvy off.
All right, so
Oh, nice.
you recognize what this is, and you've seen it before, both on the ship and in your adventures. You remember it from when you first saw it in the volcano.
Uh huh.
This is a shard of ice essence.
Wait. This is from our planet. From where we came from.
Then I assume you know what this is. These are ice essence shards.
Yes.
The Chrysalis people have been using the Frostwalkers to mine from them from underground, deep in the ice, where they are born.
But I saw this in Anthem, in my village, in the volcano.
It may have come from here. Long ago, ice essence shards, they can last for eons. And if they are put somewhere and grown, then they will grow more and more their own kind until they turn everything into ice.
Now remind me, did we manage to stop the ice crystal? When we
Uh,
particular one?
So you
Well, the
did.
volcano exploded.
The volcano
Yeah,
exploded and is now covered in like ice. And like your remember we had that winter episode.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, but there's only
So
one
we
shard of ice, so you managed to stop it. But it's now your village is now in an eternal frost.
My, Aya will go, we managed to stop the one that was in the volcano, but my village now is in a state of perpetual frost.
That is how the frost shards do. The ice essence. That is what I assume they are harvesting them for. You see, the Chrysalis people, they like the cold. They love the cold more than the Frostwalkers, more than my kind. They will use ice essence shards to turn worlds into frozen wastelands to expand and conquer. They've been doing it for years, as far as I know.
Oh, well, that's just...
It's why I want to find my father's notes and his journals. He's been following them across many planets, trying to find a way to stop them. But
Okay.
I think he died here.
Okay.
As
say
you bend down and you see in the kind of like as you brush away the snow from this dead yeti, you see a small little satchel around its neck.
What? What?
What do you do?
I pick it up.
You pick it up. It's kind of light-ish, but you feel like there's something inside the satchel.
Is it a satchel that opens like this?
Yes.
She will open it and look into it.
You find a tattered piece of parchment with strange symbols and writing on it.
This is mine now. No.
She looks at it. She looks at the Yeti person. Do you know what this says?
Let me have a look.
She.
Ooh, it's large parchment too.
It's written in the ancient text. You know that gibberish stuff that you did during the opening?
Yep.
Alright.
It's from my father. It's one of his journal entries. I didn't know this was here.
Whoa.
So, did we just find your father?
Question mark.
No. Look, the skull only has one eye socket. My kind have two eyes and horns. This one is bear skull.
Is what?
Bear skull. No horns.
Okay. Alright.
But why would this one have my father's journal entries unless he found it somewhere? Hmm. I'm sorry, I'm going to read this in Wayfinder Ansem's voice.
All right.
Journal entry 1. I followed the path less traveled, walked the brittle road, and gazed into the eyes of the stars. I fell many times at the crossroads. I found only pain and loss, driven by fate. I lay on beds of silk now, only I do not sleep, only drift and wake. What is this supposed to mean? My father was never this vague.
Hmm.
Maybe it was supposed to help you find something, like a treasure map, or...
It could be a hint.
If I know one thing about my father, it's he always kept moving forward. I wonder if these are clues that he found to help the people.
Well, let's go to your friend so we can get our ship at least started working on it. Then maybe we can help you.
Yes, let's go. He's this way.
As you hop into the minecart.
Oh no, it's down here.
You all hop in, I'll push you. Since I know where we're going.
Hop.
Okay. Alex
Hop.
just hops in and Oldwin.
I don't think I'll fit in the minecart. I'll just walk next to it.
Alex says, I don't think I'm gonna fit either. But I wonder if I can.
As you hear a low drone out, like, off in the distance.
Okay, maybe leaving is a good idea.
Yes, let's go.
Alex is like, I'm
They
not
send
gonna
out many of those every day looking for something. Never really found out what, but I'm not going to stick around to be hunted down.
Nope. Alex just like, okay, I'll probably break the car if I try and jump in. I'll just do the same as Moog.
And you start walking as the cart slowly is being pushed by the Yeti down deeper into the mine. It's dark, dank, smelly. Scent of death all around you.
Ugh. I know most werewolves are supposed to be used to that kind of smell, but I'm not.
Oh God, what is that smell? Says Ant.
As I told you, many of the frostwalkers who died in mining, their carcasses were simply tossed here and left to rot. And it being underground, things are warmer down here, so it takes longer for them to, well, decay. So the stink builds up.
Thanks. he
It's
says,
pitch black as you're now, like, in the...
Oh, can
And-
I roll maybe
Go ahead.
a Constitution saving throw?
Now remember, some of
Go
us
ahead.
have dark vision.
Sure.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Anyone who would
Alright.
like to roll Constitution saving throw can.
I'm not
I
sure
will be
if
back in
werewolf-
just a moment while y'all are doing that.
I'm not sure if this type of werewolf has dark vision, but I'm going to say it's some sort of... Actually, canines have some sort of dark vision, don't they?
Yes.
And he's already a wolf person, so...
Yeah.
answers.
My character had a dirty 20.
Okay, so you can see up ahead that there's like an open cavern.
Yeah, that's just a Constitution saving throw, not a perception.
Oh, never mind. But you, I mean, yeah, but, okay, so, yeah, you managed to hold yourself steady as you look forward and you can see what I just described up ahead. Your eyes are a little watery, but you can manage to make out that image.
Oldwin just like looks at Alex. Is like, how soft are you? Why are you asking? I'm curious. You look
yes,
really
I also
fuzzy.
I also do have dark vision. So
Yes.
Yep.
Also, by the way, where the hell is the Hellhound pup?
We didn't actually say that, but just say what that is. But you kind
Oh,
of
well-
hear around you like this barking and yipping as something's coming down the
Wait a
mine.
minute. As Alex turns, is that what I think it is?
yip, yip, yip.
Oh! Oliver goes, oh! I thought it... Well, cool. Alex is like, I'm gonna pick it up. He says, we'll pick the thing up.
Yep. Lick, 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 lick.
Okay,
Lick,
okay.
lick, 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 lick,
I know I'm
lick, 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 lick,
okay
lick,
then. Okay, I love you too.
And you enter this large cavernous area with stalactites and stalagmites, and there's this giant machine-like drilling bore thing sticking pointed with a drill at the wall, where you see this kind of like crystalline glowing ice wall, and around it is like a campsite kind of thing with a lot of abandoned refuse and objects lying around. And sitting in the center of it, near a campfire, is this crystalline-like creature.
I'm gonna keep the just casually, Alex. I'm gonna keep the wolf pup just right here.
And the crystalline-like creature looks up, turns its head, and says, "Welcome." But it's kind of like a scratchy, like echoey, like harmonic voice, and it says,
Okay, sorry about that.
I am Melda. I believe our friend here has brought you to me to fix what has been done by my people."
Probably.
Yes, our ship was damaged, and we have someone who is hurt.
Oh
So we have
dear.
2 people we have a
A lot of problems have been started. So yeah, no.
And just for Mag's point of view, your friend, the friend of this Yeti person, is a chrysalis.
It's a crystal, yeah. I figured
But-
as much.
But I'm gonna send you a message, so that you know.
I do love how just realizing where did the Hellhound pup go? And all of a sudden, here it is.
Do you see
Quickly,
that,
Alex,
Mag?
take care of it.
Hold on. Yeah, I figured as much.
Okay. All right. So she's there, and she has this campsite set up with one of these mining drills near there, abandoned, rusting. And she says, "Please join me by the fire. Tell me your woes."
Aya
Don't
will walk
worry, I won't bite. I am not like my kind.
Aldrin tries to get out, but all he does is fall out, and Maytan goes, "Good work!"
As you kind of like tumble down the dirt path towards the log in front of you, and it's more like a
Ow.
stump. As your
Just-
chin just bounces on it. Dum.
Ow,
Yeah.
ow, 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 ow.
Aya will walk down and sit around the fire.
The
Alex will
crystalline
slide
creature kind of
his way down.
chuckles as he sees this stunt of silliness. Then she just kind of goes,
Mela here, great friend.
"Yes." And she says, "I believe you are looking for something. But it is not here, it is deep below us. Far deep below us. In a place
Oh.
I dare not enter."
Fun.
Well,
Usually, when people say something like that, that usually means we have to do it.
well, yes.
Very common.
Let's first see if we can have her help fixing the ship.
What kind of power does your ship run on?
Crystals.
I think.
Do you know where this ship is?
It's outside in the ravine.
And
Unfortunately, your people shut down our ship.
And
I
it tore off
underst-
half the engine on the way down.
oh dear, that's gonna take a while to repair, but I might have the tools. As she like gets up, and you can kind of see like these like stalactite legs as she walks over to the mining this like bore machine, climbs the ladder, and goes into like this cockpit area. You just hear her rummaging around in like this like living space up there. She's kind of made it her home.
Nice.
And she comes back with a bunch of like a huge sack of like electronics and like bits and bobs and gears and stuff like that. And she says, I have some parts, but I don't know if they'll work or even be compatible with your vessel. But it is worth trying.
We could make it work.
Anything that you could do, and for this kindness of helping us, will help your friend here find what he needs to find.
Well,
Excellent. I need you to know that we can only do the repairs in the dark of night. That's when the scouts are dormant. I'm sure you've seen them.
We did.
Pesky drones. I hate them.
we've seen them, and it was scary. Aldwin just says.
Ale looks at this particular individual. Do you know why your people attacked us?
They want to build a superweapon to consume the universe and make it all ice.
Well, that's kind of Alex goes. not too of a.
They are-
I've like that a lot.
What they seek is a seed of pure ice essence. I am the only one who knows where it is. It is on this planet, but it is hard to get to. It is heavily protected.
Right.
They have a
Alex-
mine down there that's powering this giant machine they call the core. They use it as the superweapon to protect this planet from enemy invaders such as yourselves, but that's in their eyes, not mine.
Oh.
Well, then I think I know the first thing we're going to be doing. We're going to find that damn core and rip it apart.
Well,
But if you do that, be mindful that you could destroy this planet in the process.
I
Oh.
don't think we want to do that, Moogie.
I
okay.
mean the weapon.
Destroy the weapon.
It will be tough, very challenging. The core is protected by only the most elite Chrysalis of my Chrysalis guards. They carry weapons far beyond my capability, and they can kill without even a blink.
Damn.
Well, then I think I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Of course you do, Moogie.
There
You
is
always-
there is a mine shaft below us, but first I need to get this drill up and running in order to gain access to that shaft. And from there, we must find our way through the catacombs to get to the core operation center, deep within the heart of the planet.
As that's happening, Alex is just kind of like looks at the little hellhound pup and just starts like, I don't know, petting it pretty much.
Yep.
What kind of power does this drill of yours use?
Of course, the same power that your ship runs on. Everything we make runs on crystalline power.
Ah.
However, it is very scarce around here, as you well know.
Alex just goes, well,
I'm assuming you have a dormant crystal in the engine?
That is true, yes. She opens a opens a compartment on, like, the side of the machine on, like, she's standing on the treads, like, 60 feet up. And she pulls open a compartment, and you see this long, almost, like, 30-foot long ice crystal that's just dormant. And she says, it's been burned out for decades. I've tried to find ways of recharging it, but
Yeah.
to no avail. As she closes the hatch on the door.
I'm just gonna assume the crystal at this point is just teleports around at this point, so like it appears eventually. Oh, there it is. Alex
And
goes,
she
"I was wondering
says,
where it was."
What is that? As she points.
Alex says, "Oh, don't worry. It's I think we just call it crystal. It doesn't really have a name."
And she's gonna roll a perception check because she has absolutely no clue, but she has a hunch. She's going to roll with advantage because she and this crystal have something in common.
Hey, that's lore breaking.
All right. All right.
That's
Well,
not-
she has a hunch, but she can't put her finger on it. I believe I recognize this entity from somewhere, but I can't remember. It's been a while.
I remember finding it in a temple, and after I found it, these weird underground people got really angry. And then I, in a panic, teleported to this realm, and, well, I'm stuck here now, pretty much. Well, not stuck, I could leave, but I decided not to.
Interesting.
I have a solution that might recharge the crystal.
What might that be? She looks up.
Open the compartment, will you?
She reaches over and kind of like slides it open, and you can see the crystal there again.
Alderman goes, I don't like where this is going. Anytime Leilani gets an idea, it usually is really not helpful, at least usually.
Leilana's eyes begin to glow white.
Oh,
no.
that's new.
She puts her hand on the crystal, and she is going to roll Ray of Frost.
Oh no.
And this is an at-will cast.
Okay.
So, so that's a
Mhm.
that is a plus 18 plus 18 total for hit dice. So 7 and then there's 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's a 3d8. Which one's a 3d8? 3d8. So 1 5 7 plus 5 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 total on the ice crystal.
The crystal starts to glow slightly as you see the lights on like the panels and stuff that start blinking and coming into life. And then the drill goes, and she this crystalline creature says, just out of nowhere, hugs Leilana. It says, "You've done it. It's been dormant for eons. And now finally life is restored to the boar.
Impressive.
We'll be able to finally get at the core and destroy the weapon that my uncle has." And her voice drifts off.
Wait a minute. Did you just say uncle?
She turns and you see like her expression change from like a look of grief and sorrow, and she says, "Yes, my uncle has been hell-bent on consuming as much power and control over the universe as possible. And he has been led by others like him. He is the one who probably contacted you when you entered orbit. I don't
And
approve
here I
of
thought my persuasiveness worked. I guess I was horribly wrong.
I do not approve of his methods or ways, but 'tis what it is, and that's why I have chosen to leave my uncle behind, and my people, in search of a new means of being. I do not approve of our people's ways, their culture, and their methods of tyranny, destruction, death, murder. You get the point."
Indeed. Well,
Mage Hand goes,
perhaps,
what?
perhaps you could join us one day.
Perhaps. I'd like that very much.
Mage Hand just goes, okay, a lot of talking. Now break the wall! He says while pointing at it.
Oh, aren't you a little bit rude and interjectual? Let's have a little bit of calm. She just got through telling us about her backstory.
Yes! Backstory, very important! Break the wall! Mage Hand just goes,
She looks at you and says, All in good time. You see, this machine is still somewhat broken. It hasn't been moved in... She looks at it and says, well, I don't know how long. It might not even work. Even though the drill is, yes, spinning, it might be heavily damaged if we try and drill into the crust of this ice shelf.
Oldwin goes, please forgive my mage hand. He's very impatient.
Opinionated.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, why don't we see about doing something about about softening up the ground, shall we say?
Alex goes, well, I can try and fix the thing. I may not have engineer hands anymore. He looks at his big palms. But I still know machinery. I think.
Maybe you can help me. In the meantime, feel free to make my home your home. Everything here you're welcome to use at your disposal.
Where do you plan on drilling at?
She points to where the drill's pointed already, and she says, you see this, like, kind of, like, iridescent kind of glowing sheet of ice from the ceiling to the floor of this cavern? She says, behind this 30 feet of ice, there is a large shaft that leads to the core beam of the super laser that my uncle has constructed with the help of your people in the Frostwalkers. She looks at the Yeti. Unfortunately, they have been enslaved to build it, and I regret that very much.
I don't blame you, Mela. I have never blamed you. And I don't blame my people. They were fools to trust the crystalline.
Maybe we can... And she says, I have an idea. Once we get down there, maybe if we can find some of your kind, we can stage an uprising and hopefully be able to get access to the core in time to destroy it.
And I have an idea of who could lead them.
Who is
I
that?
don't think your kind have encountered him yet. And he points to Moogie.
Me?
Wait,
Are
what?
you sure about that? I'm not great at leading people.
He's better at destroying things, I think. Alex says, well, like he's...
Although, and he kind of rubs his chin, I could go on a rampage. That might inspire people. I'm good at rampaging. Very good at it.
Very good!
You are good at rampaging, but you do realize that does cause property damage.
I don't think we care about that right now, Oldwin says.
Oh, wait, I have an idea even better than that.
What?
Since I and my sister are no longer bound like we used to be, and you and I are bound, we could try the fusing thing.
I don't like the expression that Moogie has in my mind
And-
right now.
and
It was like,
Mala says, fusing, what is this?
it's weird.
Do you really want to do that?
Oldwin's like, it's
If
weird.
it takes destroying shit to get them motivated, sure, why not?
But first, I believe you guys have been on a long journey and you do look a little tired. Maybe in the morning, perhaps? As she kind of like climbs into the sleeping area of her giant drill thing, and you guys are in here too. It's like an old mining, like, truck RV thing, but like, it's a little unkept. It's, like things have been thrown around haphazardly. And, yeah. That's what you see as you're inside this drill machine.
Oh no.
And you see a couple extra bunks, and she says, I know that they're not as comfortable as you would expect, but what is mine is yours.
Out of character, I'm extremely hungry and realize I've not ate a single thing, so I'm extremely lightheaded.
And she says, I'll get some food. And she heads out to go, like, prepare something on the cooking thing. And that's where we're going to cut to break for
Oh, thank
everyone.
God.
Yay, break time. I'm gonna get a snack.
Break time.
We'll
Break
be back.
Go
time.
get lunch.
We'll be back in
Yes.
just a few minutes. How long do you think we should be? Like 15?
Look, yeah, just take a 15-minute break.
All right. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Uh,
ladies and gentlemen, we are back, so let's hop back into it.
Set out of that, and now
Alright. So our band of heroes are kind of tucking in for
Okay.
the night, because it's cold and windy. Even in this cave, it's a little damp, but
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
freaking. I do love the idea of Alex curling up like a dog and just a freaking like hellhound pup.
sleeping
right
next. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're in charge of the Hellhound pup?
Well, he is a wolf of some type.
Okay, yeah. So the puppy kind of snuggles up to you, and you hear very quiet puppy snores, which they do
Very cute.
very cute.
All right.
yeah.
So as everyone's settling in and going to sleep, the chrysalis kind of turns off this like lantern, and everyone is asleep. And
Well, everyone except for Leilana. She's kind of sitting there on a thing where her
All
legs
right.
crossed.
Okay, well, Leilana sees this. Coming
What's
out of the coming kind of like down out of the from the entrance of the cave is a tiny little yeti-like creature who apparently has been lost and looking for its mother or something. I don't know, but it looks around, sees Leilana, and says, "Have you seen my mommy?"
I'm sorry, little one, I haven't. Where did you come from?
I came from the village. About 30
The
miles
village?
away.
30 miles by yourself?
Yes. What is this
Well.
place?
You're in an old mining tunnel.
It smelled like death.
Yes, it does.
Where's my mommy?
What? I don't know where she is, sweetie, but you can come here and rest with us. In the morning, we'll try to take you home, okay?
Alright. Sure. And she kind of snuggles up next to Leilana. Gearbox, what is your ability doing right now?
My ability?
Mage Hand.
No, not Mage Hand, it's something else.
My heart is racing right now. Not gonna lie. Alex kind of shifts a little bit. Oh no. I'm like really shaking. Oh no. The music that I'm playing right now like has a certain amount of tension that's helping too. Oh, it's time for Alex to roll something.
Yes.
He has 0 in that. Oh no. You will not be able to resist if freaking I fail it. Come
I'm
on.
gonna spend 2 threat to increase the complication range by
Are
2.
we doing that again?
I rolled
Yes.
a 10.
Please,
I rolled
not
a 10.
folder.
I rolled a 10, bro. That's not enough.
You have a strong urge to do something.
He's he kind of like his arm kind of comes out a little bit, and he kind of grips at the ground with his claw. He starts snarling a little bit in his sleep, it seems.
And the child is just sleeping in Leilana's arms.
Alex, his eyes shoot open. Everything he sees is red, and he stands up. He looks around at the group. Everyone mostly is.
Asleep.
Everyone has a red tint to them, but not very much. But then he looks at the child that Lola has in their arms. They are pure red. So I'm so tensioned right now. Oh my god.
Just keep
Ah.
going. Keep going.
With a quick, heavy breath, as he outstretches his arm and opens up his hand. reaching for the child. Wait for something to happen.
Oh,
And
yeah,
Then
it's-
there's a drip, drip, drip from the stalactites and stalagmites around you,
Mm-hmm.
and the crystalline woman kind of, she's in her thing, and you just kind of hear like a, but nothing else.
Oh God. Alex,
Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at?
Alex gets his hand gets closer to the child as this big werewolf claw is, looming pretty much.
Yeah, and Leilana can see this
How are you awake?
because she's not asleep.
Oh,
She didn't go to sleep.
okay.
Oh,
While
yeah.
you're looking at, he doesn't notice, but as you're looking at him, you see his eyes are pure red right now, pretty much. Like his pupils, pretty much. Imagine this is a primal state. It seems.
She is going to.
Oh dear.
She's going to lift her hand up, and I'm assuming in his vision and like this, what's in her hand is glowing pure white on his spectrum.
Well, it's.
It's like a softer red.
Alex, you touched the child, and I'm going to unleash a magic missile on you, and you're going to regret every single hit. Do you really want to face that right now? I suggest you calm yourself down.
Roll a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage, because you're in a
So-
primal state, Alex.
Wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Watch it fail miserably.
Well, he's rolling at disadvantage, so. And I'm gonna roll 2 because I have to see what the threshold is.
11 and a 17 I rolled, so I picked 11.
Yeah, your 11 failed hard.
Yeah, you still have that urge to do something.
Damn. Was it Grandpa? Right. Okay, Grandpa. That's pretty cool.
As the talons of this werewolf get closer and closer towards you.
It doesn't really seem like he hears you, or at least he's either blocking it or just pretty much everything's muffled. You can't tell.
The child's eyes open. Mommy, I'm scared.
Don't worry, little one. It's fine. Now, why is that not rolling with my... Okay.
It's time to start
So,
actually paying
I
attention.
have to use the bot because the
Oh, yeah.
thing on the dice page is not actually doing it correctly.
Okay.
Where's the dice bot? There. No, that's not it. Where's the dice bot?
Exclamation mark. The thing.
I may actually have to use this.
Oh,
this
there it is in character chat.
Yep.
1D. What is?
20.
Yeah, 1D20. So he's already failed his roll.
Yep.
So get a +4 to my spell attack.
Mhm.
So that's 1d20 plus 10.
Yeah.
I think
Looks right.
he takes. She unleashes all 6 magic missiles straight to his chest.
Okay, how much
You
damage?
just took 30 damage,
Okay, it's time to use one of his abilities.
and this shit has knocked you backwards.
I'm gonna use Alex's one of his werewolf abilities. I'm gonna use Hellhound.
Okay.
That's a fun
Des-
ability.
Describe what it does to the party so that they're aware.
Hellhound is simple. Let me look at it again so I remember a little better. Basically, Hellhound is I'm able to soak damage as long as I roll, and it actually gets boosted by my strength. Basically, if I roll a number, it will reduct damage by that number. So if you roll 30 for damage and I roll a 10, it will be brought down to a 20, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a simple reduction ability, and well, I can use it to avoid damage, or at least soak damage. That's the point
Yeah.
of Hellhound.
But you still take damage.
Yes, I have a +2 in my strength, and it's not a saving throw based thing, of course. So let's just roll and see what I get. I get a 6, so now it's lowered by 6 points.
But that's still enough damage to knock you backwards.
Of course.
Yeah, you stumble and kind of like fall on your haunches.
Okay, how much damage would that be? 30, but minus 6, that would be... My brain is blue screening.
I think it's like 20. No.
It's 24.
let's see. Yeah, 24 damage.
Okay. Hey, that's less than I would have took before. Oh, that's a lot of damage. But you knock him back a bit, just a good amount. He stumbles.
Don't make me wake up Moogie, Alex.
The child is now kind of like crying slightly in your arms. And that sound is causing a little bit of the people to stir around you. Anyone who wants to wake up can, if they so choose.
Actually, Moogie's going to wake up now.
So will Aya.
What
Oh, no.
the hell is going... Alex?
Like
What are
Alex,
you doing?
like Alex stands up a bit more, and for one, his fur is a lot more jagged looking as he stands up. He's letting a nasty snarl and showing pretty much all his teeth. And usually he's hunched, but now he's standing to a more full height.
Leilana, what's going on?
I don't know, but he's got that red look in his eye.
Aya is awake. Alex?
I think the child set him off. I'm not sure.
At this point, the crystalline lady kind of like peers out from the window and sees this through her like little window in the little digger thing. And she opens the door and like throws it open and says, "What the hell is going on?" And she just pauses, seeing the sight.
Also, the crystal, if you're wondering, the crystal seems to be asleep on its own. It's just kind of sitting there on some bags. Seems dormant.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone can try and wake up the crystal if you want. Yee.
Moogie, restrain him.
You just hear the loud... as he cracks his knuckles. I haven't done this in a while.
Okay.
Aya will look at this. Oh, I guess I better wake up that the crystal. She wanders over to the crystal and goes poke.
Let's see.
You're gonna have to actually, maybe... Yeah, why not roll something and try and wake up the crystal? I don't know
What do you
what.
want me to roll, dear heart?
What would make sense to wake up a crystal like this?
Well, the crystal's gonna have to make some kind of saving throw.
Now it's
'Cause
more of...
Or a
Yeah.
check, like a wisdom check.
So while that's happening, Moogie is...
Roll intelligence to wake up the crystal, and the crystal will give like a wave.
Oh, that'll work. Intelligence.
Yeah, well, no, that's me waking up the crystal, not you.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. Anyways, I have something already locked for our friend here. This is something I didn't expect to happen.
So yeah,
but-
Moogie is going to tackle grapple Alex.
Roll me a strength
be a
check.
strength.
Yeah,
Yep.
that would be a
Actually, while you're doing that, I'm gonna... Actually,
Oops!
What happened?
I went to toss my dice on the table wrong, and I tossed it in the floor.
Okay. I had a 12 altogether.
Mm.
Oh.
You knock on the
Wow.
crystal a bit, and you see it
Okay.
flutter a little bit, but it seems
Uh-huh.
like it's in like a deep sleep pretty much.
Okay, that is a total of 19 because I rolled a 10. I have a +9.
Mm. I
Alright.
could... I'm trying to see if this ability would actually knock out... I didn't specify that because I didn't think about it. I'm looking at my death roll ability, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a good ability. Thankfully, you couldn't grab something that's rolling.
Well, better remember something. Moogie is
Well,
Moogie is a little bit bigger in body mass than Alex is in his werewolf form. He's in demon form.
Yeah. So
So
why don't
he's
we
got-
do this? Contested dex rolls.
Yeah.
Dex rolls. Okay. With Alex, his saving or normal dex?
Just normal dex check.
Okay.
No, that's just a raw D20, right?
Yep.
This is
Yes.
With your
really
dex
intense.
modifier.
What?
So was AS successful in the way he
22.
Nice.
He managed to break out of it. I got 12.
All right.
Oh. You stir the crystal a bit wake, but it seems groggy or not being able to wake up very well. As you see, it's starting flickering into color, but it's very slow.
Ale will look at the crystal. Crystal, I think there's something wrong with your person. He's trying to attack a child.
Well, anyways, like Alex shoves shoves Maggot off of him.
All right.
And
Mag
you-
goes kind of rolling onto the ground, but manages to gain his footing.
Oh, you want to play it that way, do you?
At this point, the chrysalis lady shouts enough, and she points like her hand at the top of the thing, and she's going to shoot a beam of frost up at the stalactites.
Oh dear.
I have to roll for that. So that's
Oh.
this.
I need to see if I said there was a
She
modifier
missed,
spec- Oh damn.
and she hits one of the support struts on the the archway to the exit.
Oops.
That's her turn.
Okay, I'm gonna base this off his dex. His dex is a 3. Okay. I'm gonna commit death roll.
Okay.
And that is, well, I fucked it. I rolled an 8. Okay, what happens if I roll an 8? Let me check my death roll ability. Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh, I never specified what happens if you roll under a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Alex curls up into a ball and starts spinning, but he kind of spins out. Kind of just he goes for a roll, but he just kind of tumbles instead. But he just kind of does what some wild animals do when they get flipped. They kind of spaz on the floor for a second.
Yep. Alright. So, if anyone else wants to enter combat, we'll move to Moogie since he's in the order chain. Or no,
Aya
A
is still-
is underneath
Well,
me,
no,
so...
Aya is still trying to talk to the crystal. So she's
Alright.
not technically in combat.
So then...
So he's curled up in a ball, right?
Well,
Correct.
he kind of he tried to curl up into a ball, but then he kind of just fell over instead, and now he's kind of
Okay.
spat on the floor.
Moogie is going to. How far away is he?
He pushed you a good few feet away from him.
Oh, a few feet. That's just more than enough. Okay, I do another strength roll because what I'm fixing to do is possibly going to hurt you.
Oh,
It's
no.
gonna hurt you a lot.
Yep. So. Oh, yeah, that's going to hurt a hell of a lot. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You have just been kicked by Moogie. Hard in the gut.
How much damage?
Hold on, I have a phone call.
I may have to do another Hellhound roll because I'm not sure if he's going to survive anywhere in the 20s.
Alright, so... Why don't you go ahead and do that after we determine how much damage is going to be dealt from this.
Well, then we have to wait till
Mag gets back, yep.
It's nice. This is a nice way to test out the werewolf gimmicks, but a horrible way to test out the werewolf gimmicks because freaking, it's horrible in the sense of what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
One, two, and
Sorry about that.
That's
You're fine.
okay.
And no one I'm attacking is wounded, so I don't get mercy kill effects on it. So
Yeah.
Alright, so now what happened?
We're waiting for you to give us the damage.
Dice.
Oh. Oh. So the kick is
24, I believe. To hit,
yes,
right?
so I need to figure out because I don't have this particular character sheet set up for the actual like equipment stuff because this is just
Okay.
a raw kit.
Yeah.
So let me see. So this is an unarmed strike.
Correct. Excuse me, sorry.
So hit dice. Oh, hit dice is plus. Okay, yeah, it's a you already hit. Damage.
I think it would be like a D6. If I'm correct. No, it'd be a D4.
I'm trying to see if I need a Hellhound Socket because
I'm trying to figure out because I don't, like I said, I don't have anything. Okay, you can punch, kick, headbutt, use similar forceful blow to the budget equal to 1 plus your strength modifier. Okay, so that would be a. What is the hit dice then? What is it rolling?
I think it's your.
Oh,
Yep.
it's a D20. It's showing me a D20.
Yep.
Oh, ouch! This is gonna hurt.
this is why I have the
Whoa, whoa,
Hellhound
whoa,
Socket.
whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing?
Unarmed strike for him.
Yeah, it's an unarmed strike, and he kicked him.
Unarmed strikes, sure, barbarian. Well,
Yep.
Yeah, Mugi's is classified as a barbarian.
Mhm.
Because when I click on the little damage thing for bludgeoning, it shows me a D20 icon plus 5.
yeah, but that's you roll. Is that 2 hits?
No. That's the damage item icon on the page. The hit dice is a plus 9, but the damage thingy is what I'm looking at. It has a 5, but it's your strength modifier.
Plus 5.
Yeah, but the dice it's telling me to use is to roll a d20. That's the only icon. That's the icon it gives me.
Alright, so.
Okay, hang on. I'm going there.
Sorry, folks. We're doing rule.
Numbers suck.
Yeah.
No one likes
Oh, yeah.
yours.
We want to make sure that we don't.
Grandpa, no, please.
Lulu, you go wee wee on my clothes, and I'm gonna wee wee on your head. Get up there.
Ability. Instead of using a weapon to make it a melee weapon attack, you can use your unarmed strike, a punch, a kick, or headbutt for forceful blow. On a hit, an unarmed strike does bludgeoning damage equal to 1 plus your strength modifier.
So I think it just pulls the strike modifier and adds the plus 1. So it's 6.
No, my
Oh.
strength modifier is a plus 9.
So
Okay,
9
so
plus 1. So
1
10.
would be. So he took 10 bludgeoning damage from my kick.
Correct.
Yes.
I don't really want to roll my Hellhound Soak because if I do, I could just absorb all of that if I roll above a 10.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Or you could fail miserably and roll below a 10.
Well, let's do it then. Let's see what happens. Ooh, a 14.
Well, Brett.
So
I completely just eat it, pretty much. That's the point of Hellhound, is to be really scary to deal with.
Yep.
You just kick him and he just looks at you like, boy!
Alright, this is getting annoying. Can someone put this mutt down?
He's gonna... The crystal is finally starting to start floating, because before it was just flickering on the ground. It's starting to slowly start spinning and float.
Could you please? We don't know well, we do know what set him off. Aya's trying to do is passionately to the
You know what I'm gonna do? Roll a persuasion for the crystal.
thank you.
I don't want to have to do what I'm thinking I'm going to have to do.
Before the crystal gets to have anything, Alex is gonna get to do something real quick. Yeah. Are you?
Let's see. I had a 16. I rolled a 16. My persuasion is an 11. That is 27.
Nice.
Nice.
You're trying
Nice.
to persuade to help. Nice.
Yes. I'm
Well,
trying
that's
to persuade
happening.
the crystal.
Well, that's happening. Actually, you do it quick enough where it probably takes an action before I can do anything, so never mind. The crystal, after a second, just reacts and flies over to Alex and just kind of flies right in front of him, distracting him. And all of a sudden, a crystalline force field pretty much pushes everyone away from the crystal and Alex. And yeah,
While this is happening, the crystalline lady is still like looking down at this in awe and shock, like she's never seen this before. Continue.
the crystal before basically the shield starts becoming like solid in the sense that you can't see through anymore. But before it fully does, you do see the crystal starts changing form.
Oh dear.
And then the shield fully becomes impossible to see through. And after a good, surprising 5 minutes, roughly, it feels like an hour, but it's probably just 5 minutes. The crystal, the shield goes down, and Alex is just kind of he's just kind of on one knee, just panting. The crystal just like basically the crystal just kind of sits there as Alex just goes, what happened?
You turned into a werewolf and saw red.
I'm always a werewolf now, but what do you mean?
You almost attacked a child.
What? But I wouldn't. He looks at his hands.
And
I
they're-
wouldn't.
what's on your hands right now? Like,
Well, he didn't really get an attack in, so he doesn't really have anything on his hands.
okay,
Maybe some dirt because
Yeah,
he was
a lot of
he was
dirt.
running. Yeah, he was running on all fours.
Come here.
Dirt and grime. Continue.
Oh. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't.
I don't think in a bloodlust you can tell what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. I know. I've been there. Done that. It's not fun.
The child is in Leilana's arms, looks up and says, "Mommy, am I okay?"
I'm not your mother, little one, but we'll find her.
It starts crying a little bit.
It's okay. Don't you worry. I have an idea, though. Where'd the Yeti thing go? The one with the 2 horns. Where's he at?
He's slumbering this entire time over in the corner.
Whoa.
She's gonna walk over and start poking him in the side. You, wake up!
There's a loud roar.
Oh, what's going on? What is it? What's wrong? She's gonna hold the little one up in front of him. Take this.
Take it.
Take this.
Take it.
I love it. I love it.
And the child is like, arms at just like, "Daddy!"
No. He's clearly a Frostwalker child. Where did he come from?
Apparently, he trudged 30 miles looking for his mother and climbed down into this ravine looking for her when he saw me. So, I'm assuming he's inevitably lost. He came from the village. Not sure which village, because I don't know where it's at, but we should get him home.
Oh,
Lulu,
that-
are you just all kinds of in my crap today? Is that what this is going on? You're in my folder and everything?
Dog.
Happens to
Dog.
what?
Aya,
Are
just
you-
get,
Oh dear, I know what she wants. It is baby time. Come here.
What do you mean, baby time?
I will turn my camera on and show you what baby time is.
What is baby time? I heard it. I heard,
oh
I heard,
boy.
I heard
Um, We'll kind of look at the situation.
This is baby time.
Oh.
dog needs baby time.
Dog needs baby time. Aya will
And then she. Yeah, wiggle the tail.
All
Wiggle
right.
the tail. That's baby time.
Okay. Aya will look at the situation. Well, at least I got the crystal up and moving. I'm just going to go back to sleep because obviously this situation's been handled.
The crystalline lady up says, "What the hell was all that?" As she kind of shouts down at the people below.
I'll tell you later. For right now, we need to just get some rest. You, big guy, handle the baby, will you? Oh, don't worry. I'm sure he'll fall fast asleep on my big old fat gut.
Friggin', just like Alex, just like, oh Jesus.
On the other hand, though, you, Alex, I know
Mhm.
exactly what I want to do with you.
And what is that?
You're gonna snuggle up to me, and I'm gonna wrap my arm around you in case this happens again.
I don't. I don't.
You have no choice in the matter, Alex. We cannot
Uh,
have you turning into a monstrosity and trying to kill an innocent child. Just think of it as a safety measure.
I know my friend said he done something.
And I do need a cuddle buddy after all.
Please don't interrupt when Alex is speaking.
Sorry.
Fine.
Continue,
No, no,
Alex. Okay.
no, he just muttered something that was meant to be talked over, anyways.
All right.
The concept is you're not supposed to catch it. If you do
Okay.
catch it, like good, but
All right. So
Yeah.
as the crystalline entity goes back into the mining drill thing and says, "Well, that was interesting," and she goes back into her thing and goes back to bed. What is everyone else doing? The fire is
Aya has
slowly
already gone back to
crackling.
bed.
I do love that idea of the Hellhound pup did not wake up at all in this entire situation.
Why would
It's
it wake
still
up?
sleep.
Hmm.
What?
Why would it wake up?
And why would it wake up? It's too comfy.
Yeah.
Just Alex is like, this is mine now. Picks it up. Just, I'm gonna lay it back down now. Don't touch me. Says while pointing at frickin'
Moogie.
yeah, Moogie.
Oogie lays down right next to Alex and wraps a claw around him.
Use him as pillow. Do what you do when dogs are laying down and lay your head on.
Basically, he lays his head on you as a pillow.
The crystal just kind of rests in the middle between you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And we slowly fade to black, and then we rise up. The camera slowly rises up through the earthen sheet of ice that over to a mining operation that's ongoing, about maybe 30 miles away, in a small little village, where the civilians of the village are being let out in the cold, dark snow, shackled, chained, muzzled, into a convoy vehicle to be led to who knows where. And this mother's screaming, "Where's my child? Where's my child?" And that's where we're going to end.
We're gonna end it. No.
So,
I'm angry.
what did you guys think? I had to end early because I have to go do leaves, and I have to have a hard stop at 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what'd you guys think before we roll the credits?
I liked it.
Um,
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
The werewolf
This
thing.
was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was playing that werewolf thing for a while, kind of, and it's just like finally.
Yeah, I didn't really know how you guys would react. I didn't ask you ahead of time about the potential destruction of a child, but I know Aya was like, nope, nope, nope. I was like,
No.
I knew that this was a plot point that
A heavy plot point.
that was part of Alex's character, so I wanted to make sure that, you know, we at least saw it, and I know...
I would have committed to it, but the thing is, for one, I didn't want to, like, make him the bad guy, but the thing is, that's kind of
Yeah.
like with the plot point, but I'm just like, ugh.
Well, that's the thing, like, the characters have to eventually learn who they are inside, so...
Like, anyways, that Stalin could be a normal, conscious Alex trying to fight against the bad Alex for that moment.
Who knows, we'll have to find out. Next
Find a
time
next time on Dragon Ball Z.
on Realms of Awakened Essence. So if we want to go around and kind of say one thing that was fun about the episode, like one thing you liked, one thing...
2 kids gonna die tonight.
I liked the fact that I'm only playing one character again.
Finally, manageable again.
Yeah, finally manageable. I'm not, trying to juggle like 13 million NPCs.
Now look at me trying to juggle like 2, technically 4 characters.
True.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm only playing one. And the other thing that I enjoyed was, the interaction with everybody else. There might be a new merge happening between
Could be.
a certain goblin and a certain tiefling.
Well, a demon at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can just imagine, like, this long, sinuous, like, Talon just slowly, like, here's, like, Alex, and he just goes, it just drags Alex closer towards the body of the...
Werewolf Alex. More Werewolf Alex action on next time on
Realms.
Dying with Friends.
Alright, and
Dying
we'll cut to the credits. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned because we might be raiding into another of
Tune in
our
next
lovely
episode.
people. So thanks for watching, and thank you
Bye.
everyone for us allowing us to achieve our 50 follower requirement. And if you'd like to support us in further, you can either join our Discord right there, link is in chat, or if you'd like to support us financially, you can join us on Patreon and get some perks. And starting as minimal as $3 each month as your contribution to keep this show and our future shows running. Also on Monday, this coming week, we'll be doing Mag's show, if you'd like to give a shameless plug for that.
Yes, we will be having this coming Monday. Will be my own personal D&D campaign. I have some amazing, air quote stuff in store for the party. So be sure to join us then. Bearing in mind those individuals that are available for that day. If you're not available, then we'll hold off and do it some other time.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time on Realms of Awakened Essence. Bye, everyone.
So that was an experience.
I've seen those faces, I've heard all the lies, but you ain't gazing on someone in denial. 'Cause you want dollar bills right now, but you gotta work real hard. I know you want it to be easy, felt your limitations and filled your mind with doubt. You wanna stay chill right now and don't let your eyes off the prize. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I said, see it in your mind, trust that have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too. If not says who, yeah, you can make it too. If not says who, you can make it. And I said